How you guys doing? This is Rich from RICHTVLIVE. Happy New Year's to you all. Hope you're all having a great first week of 2020, first trading week of 2020. Yesterday, something very interesting happened. The United States and Israeli forces are taking credit for taking out a very high level member in Iran. Some people are saying this is the beginning of World War III. Some people are saying this is nothing more than the United States doing what the United States does. It's it's a crazy, crazy, crazy time. I don't think there's reason to panic. Like, I'm not suggesting anybody should panic. Like, don't panic. But when the United States and Israeli forces are going into Iran, you have to assume that there's going to be some type of retaliation. Now, what will the retaliation be? I have no idea. And I don't know how that's going to affect us here in Canada or in the United States. But what I can tell you is it is affecting the stock market. It's affecting the stock market. So we were in a market melt up. Everything was going up. Everything was going as planned. All of a sudden, we get the news. United States took out someone in Iran. United States took out Osama bin Laden. I mean, this is what they do, right? This is what America does. So how did that turn out when they took out Osama bin Laden? As investors, we need to figure out a way to capitalize from these types of situations. I've been buying gold, and gold has been on fire. Gold has ran up from 1,500 to 1,550 over the last short period of time. And gold just keeps going up. Gold just keeps going up. So, in my opinion, you're calling a recession? Interesting. First of all, we've been live for 3 minutes. We've got 23 people here and 4 likes. That just can't happen. I mean, it's a Friday. Hope you guys all have a great weekend. I want to wish you guys a fantastic Friday. But we got to get our likes game up, man. We have to. We have to. Right now, thank you guys. Look at, we almost doubled. We went from 4 likes, 5 likes, 1 like to 10 likes. So thank you guys. That's much better. 11 likes. There you go. Now we playing. So right now, if you really want to take advantage of what is happening, oil and gas stocks and gold stocks. Oil and gas and gold. And if you don't know how to buy oil and gas and you don't know how to buy gold, holler at your boy. I can get you into our trading academy where you can actually be making money on gold going up. You could be making money on oil and gas going up. I think the prices of oil is going to go up. I think the price of oil, which was at $61 last time I looked, I believe it's going to go up. I believe it's going to go up. I was predicting a market melt up. Now we could potentially be going into some type of war. I don't know how that's going to affect the market. It does concern me because yesterday when the news came out The US 30, which was screaming, immediately turned and went the other way. So did the Nasdaq 100. It was screaming and it immediately turned and went the other way. So did the S&P 500. It was screaming, immediately turned around and went the other way. So I am concerned about how this is going to affect the market melt up. Now, despite that, Tesla, my number one pick for January 2020, was still up today, another 4%. So congratulations to everybody who has been profiting on Tesla calls, buying Tesla, earning on Tesla, because Tesla just hit, I think, an all-time high today. I believe they hit an all-time high today. It's pretty spectacular for Tesla. So I think the way we really benefit from what is happening is we have to oh man, apparently I made a mistake in the title. Infinite Possibility says, if a crash is coming, I'm happy because I will buy everything for cheap. Buy like I've learned. Don't listen to conventional wisdom. Well, a few picks that I think we need to look at are gold and oil and gas. So I think we really need to right now look for gold and oil and gas stocks, in my opinion. I think if we start positioning ourselves in gold and oil and gas stocks, we will do extremely well. The biggest mistake that I made in 2019 is I had tunnel vision for cannabis stocks. In retrospect, looking back at 2019, that's probably the worst possible thing you could have done. I'm not doing that in 2020. To show you guys some of the stocks that are just screaming right now, guys, look at INPX. Look at FCEL. Look at ONTX. Look at RTTR. Look at OWCP. Those are 5 that have just been screaming. Those are 5 that have just been screaming. And I think the biggest mistake that anyone could make in 2020 is going all in on cannabis stocks. I think we found that the cannabis sector is not what we thought it was. It's just not. It's not the road to riches. And if you think it is the road to riches, you could end up in 2020 feeling like what you did in 2019, because 2019 was a nightmare for cannabis stocks. And if you think that 2020 is going to be any different, one thing I'm learning about the cannabis sector is that these companies don't care about us, man. These companies don't care about us. They care about themselves. That's why you see management making $8 million. The MedMen management team pulling out $8 million despite the fact the stock is tanking. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, this is the type of mentality that really hurt investors in 2019. Really hurt investors in 2019 is this management, these CEOs. They don't care about us. They don't care about our shareholders. They don't care about building shareholder equity. They don't care about building shareholder value. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, he cares about building shareholder equity. He cares about building shareholder value. That's why the stock has exploded. But for the most part in the cannabis sector, these guys don't care about us. No, they don't care about us. So as investors, we need to really start controlling our money and making the best possible decisions. There are members that have made a killing on the 5 stocks I just told you. There are members making a killing buying calls on Tesla. There are members making a killing buying calls on Apple. There are members making a killing buying INPX, OWCP, FCEL, RTTR, ONTX, just to name a few. There's all these stocks. They don't have to be cannabis related. Now, OWCP is cannabis related, but the rest are not. Don't get tunnel vision focused only on the cannabis stocks. It'll be the biggest mistake you've made in your lives. And when I look back at 2019, the biggest mistake I made was having tunnel vision in cannabis in the middle of a market melt up when I could have been doubling my money on Apple, which is like the easiest play ever because everybody knows Apple. It's the number one stock, the largest market cap in the world, and anybody who owned it last year doubled their money. Why would you want to take the risk? Why would you want to take the chance right now, putting all your eggs in one basket in cannabis when gold is screaming? Oil and gas is screaming. We need to take advantage of momentum. If the US is going to war, defense stocks will be screaming. Oil and gas, gold, defense stocks. They will benefit greatly from a war. Buying gold. I've been buying gold nonstop. I'm making money every single day now buying gold. Gold is going up. It's the easiest trade in the world. You buy gold, it goes up, you make money. I've been buying Tesla. Tesla's going up. You buy Tesla, it goes up, you make money. It's easy money. Easy, easy, easy money. So diversify, 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 diversify. Am I worried about the war creating a recession? No, man. Ain't gonna create no recession. Historically, wars are good for the stock market. This war is just going to fuel the market melt up. The key is we as investors need to take advantage of what will benefit the most from the market melt up. We need to take advantage of what will benefit the most from the market melt up. Oil and gas, gold, defense stocks. Historically, war is good for the stock market. Thank you guys for your 19 likes. We got 38 people here. Let's get our likes game up. We are live on a Friday. We're interactive. Are we going to war? Are we going to war? Now, I don't physically mean we are going to go into war like you see in the movies. I mean like America and Israel going to war with Iran? Are they going to drop bombs on Iran? And for the record, I have lots of Persian friends here in Vancouver. I do not want war. For the record, I do not want war. I'm not involved in this conflict. I don't ever like it when anybody dies. I don't like it when anybody is invaded. I want to make that very, very clear. I don't like it. I don't know enough about why they're even doing it. I have no idea. You know, if it's to take out some bad dudes because they're worried about terrorism, I have no idea. Everybody has their own agenda. I'm not on that level. I only know what the news tells us. And I mean, who knows how far that is from the truth. So I don't know what the defense knows about why they took this guy out specifically. If they took this guy out. I don't know any of that. I just know that yesterday I was trading gold, and gold screamed. I was trading it at around 1538.50. It screamed up to 1550. I saw the US 30, which has been screaming, go down. I saw the thank you guys for your messages. I'm reading your messages. I'll try to respond to them. I saw the NASDAQ 100 go down. I saw the UK 100 go down. And I was like, oh, wow, this is affecting the market. So I already knew as soon as I saw that the markets would be red today. Now, despite that fact, a lot of the stocks are coming back now. A lot of the stocks that were down are starting to come back. So who knows where we finish? But we will most likely finish red because we've been green for so long. The market needed a relief. It needed a dip. Even Jim Cramer has been talking about the fact that the market needs a dip. The market is so high, nobody knows when to buy because everything keeps going up. This is why I've been telling you guys this is a market melt up. I believe this market melt up continues because oil and gas stocks, gold stocks, defense stocks are going to benefit greatly from a war. War is always for power and money, right? Territory, flexing muscles. I remember America went into Iraq because there was weapons of mass destruction. Did they ever find weapons of mass destruction? As far as I'm concerned, they never found any weapons of mass destruction, and they turned a country which was a thriving country, a beautiful country, they turned it into rubble, war zone. So, hit up some ill kid. You know what? I'm on my phone right now. I don't have another device. I'm in my car. Can't put any ill kid on for you guys. Sorry. So this will be an ill kid music free live session. So love to know what you guys think. Are there any stocks that you think will benefit from this? You're going to sing some ill kid to yourself? Yeah, man, do that. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. So, yeah, I think that the biggest mistake that I made in 2019 was I had tunnel vision for cannabis stocks, and I will not do that in 2020. And my best advice to you guys is do not have tunnel vision for cannabis stocks. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's too late. I'm already in. Yeah, I'm not suggesting you should sell for a loss, but if you do get a chance to get out of your cannabis stocks with a profit, you should look at the entire market and look at how you can diversify your portfolio so that you never, ever, ever have a 2019, a 2020, like a 2019, where you bought a lot of cannabis stocks or your entire portfolio is cannabis stocks and then they all go down. That's just a nightmare. That's just an absolute nightmare. And I know this myself because I own a lot of cannabis stocks and most of them are down. So if you don't, in life, if you do what you've always done, but you expect a different result, if I do what I've always done, but I expect a different result, that's the definition of being crazy. That's the definition of being crazy. To do what you've always done, insanity, exactly. To do what you've always done and expect a different result. So if in 2019, I put all my money in cannabis and I lost all my money, then in 2020, if I do the same thing, probably going to get the same result. Just saying. So you got to change something. You got to realize where you went wrong and you need to make adjustments as an investor. Going into 2020, I said right off the start, I want to diversify. I joined a trading academy. I'm already trading gold. I'm already trading Forex. I'm already trading the US 30. I still own and hold all my cannabis stocks, but I'm in no rush to buy cannabis stocks because what cannabis stock do you need to go rush and buy right now? Can somebody give me one? But I can show you a whole bunch of large big board stocks that have been climbing consistently, like Apple, like Tesla, like INPX, like RTTR, like OWCP, which is a cannabis stock, by the way. So I got to give them some credit. ONTX. Yesterday, PULM. There's a lot of stocks out there. And as a community, we need to work as a whole to find the winners. I don't care if they're green gold or they're oil or they're a defense stock or if it's a tech stock. I really don't care. I just want to win. That's my modus operandi right here, right now for this community is we're going to win. Now, will I always be an enthusiast for the cannabis sector? Absolutely. Will I always buy cannabis stocks? Will I always hold some cannabis stocks? 100% I will. 100% I will. Just like I'll always be interested in Bitcoin and I'll always be trading Bitcoin and I'll always be buying Bitcoin. But I'm not all in on Bitcoin. So why would I go all in on cannabis? It's a mistake. It's a big, big, big mistake. It was the biggest mistake I made in 2019. Ask yourself, did you make that mistake? Because I know some guys that got really, really deep into Cannabis. Oh, and FCEL, another one that has exploded for our community. I know some guys that were really big into Cannabis, just like me, and they lost a lot of money. So they were looking for a way to make their money back. They literally took the money, sold their Cannabis, took the money they made on Cannabis, or lost, took whatever they had left on Cannabis, and turned it around, put it into INPX, and made 500%. So even if their 50 grand turned into 5 grand, and then they put 5 grand into INPX, and they made 25%, they made 500%, their 5 grand would now be back to 30 grand. So you can quickly make your money back if you make some right moves. But if you keep your money in a sinking ship, it's not a recipe for success. It's not. The cannabis sector has shown us in 2019 that it is extremely risky. We had CannTrust essentially grow illegal weed and get caught and lose their license. That wasn't good. That was actually a nightmare. That was a disaster. That showed us something, that this sector has a lot of dirty shit going on. Let's be honest. This sector has a lot of dirty things going on. So then we've got insiders dumping millions of dollars worth of shares into a market that's going down. Do you think they care about us? Hell no. When I hear that MedMan management is making like $8 million and yet the stock is crashing, you think I'm going to buy MedMan? Hell no. They're not doing anything to help us, the investors, make money. So if you're not going to help me make money and all you care about is yourself making money, then why am I going to buy the stock? No. No. We're also in a sector where only like 10 companies are making money out of 440. That's a lot of hype, man. That's 430 hype stories and 10 real businesses. That's a problem. So as investors, we're playing with real money. The cannabis sector is not imaginary. It is real. Do I believe in it? Yes. Do I think it's going to grow? Yes. Is there going to be ups and downs? Yes. Are the ups going to be violent? Are the downs going to be violent? Yes. What I'm trying to explain to everybody that's watching, because we've been talking about cannabis stocks since 2017, we've also been talking about all stocks. I made a mistake by getting tunnel vision only on cannabis stocks, and I will never do that again. I will never do that again. Yeah, Canopy Rivers. I mean, I own Canopy Rivers, and I believe Canopy Rivers is going to have a future. But the question is, how long is it going to take for Canopy Rivers to make money? And if America isn't going to legalize yet, how is that going to affect Canopy Rivers? I say buy oil and buy gold. Hey, my pleasure. I'm glad that you did well on baby. I think we all have to diversify, myself included, and we need to take it very, very seriously and realize that the cannabis sector is new. And unless you want to take a long-term approach to it, 5, 10, 20 years, we have to be very realistic with ourselves and recognize that when the entire sector, the world, is blowing up in the stock market and we're having a market melt up, the short traders are getting obliterated in the market melt up. So what are they going to do? They're going to move to newer industries like 5G and like cannabis. They haven't evolved yet. They haven't developed yet, like gold. So they're going to move into green gold. They're going to move into 5G because they're new industries. They're new sectors. The companies don't have strong balance sheets. They don't have strong financials. They don't got a ton of money in the bank yet. So the shorters move out of the broader markets where they're losing money into the cannabis sector, into the 5G sector, and they're shorting everything down because they're not having any luck trying to short companies like Facebook, Apple, Tesla. And they're not going to have any luck shorting those companies because those companies are very powerful. So is Amazon, so is Google. So if you're just not making any money shorting any of those stocks, you eventually need to make money. This is why they're feeding on the cannabis sector. Don't be the person that puts your money into a stock thinking you're going to make money when the shorters are making money off of you. I'm not going to play your game, shorty. Shorters, I know you guys are watching. You love Rich TV Live. You made a killing off of Rich TV Live in 2019. Those days are over. Those days are over. A, you're never going to know what my picks are. B, I'm going to be making money up and down just like you. C, I'm not going to be only talking about cannabis stocks. Try to short Tesla. Please. Please. Tesla's at an all-time high. Try to short Tesla. Could you try to short Tesla? Could you try to short Facebook? Please? Could you try to short Apple? Our community wants to get in cheap. Could you guys at least try? Could you give it an attempt? Or are you looking for the low-hanging fruit in the cannabis sector? I don't think it's a bubble. I think it's a market melt-up. I think that we're going to continue to see the markets go up. And I think that we will go down big at some point. I just don't think that that point is coming up for at least a year. Book publishing TSX companies. I would just Google it. Because if anybody is real, they will be on Google. How much should you invest in gold? I mean, that's up to you. I can't tell you guys how much to invest. But I'm telling you right now that gold's going to go up. And I think that 2000 is coming. And yesterday, I was doing my analysis, and it was at 1538.50, and I was reading it was going to go to 1552. And then I woke up this morning, and it's at 1550, and I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. Gold is nuts. Gold is nuts. So yeah, gold right now is pretty intense. Blueberry Medical is up 24%. Nice work on Blueberry Medical. George Soros talks about a super bubble. Sheldon says Gary put 25% in gold, 25% in dividend play with the rest. Is it better to invest in oil or gold? I think both of them are going to be hot right now, so you can make money on both. I think gold's going to probably run up to 2,000, and I think that oil is at least 1,800, I would say, for gold. And I think that oil is going to run to 80. This is what a lot of people are predicting right now. One of the gold stocks that I like is Nova Gold Resources. I also like Kinross Gold and Barrick Gold. And I'm trading oil on my MetaTrader 4 through Hugo's Way. I'm trading oil and I'm trading gold, and I'm making money on both. I'm trading Tesla, I'm trading Facebook, I'm trading Apple. I'm making money on all of it. And I'm going to ride this market melt up all the way up. I'm not buying any cannabis stocks. I already own cannabis stocks. I haven't bought a cannabis stock in a very long time. Well, that's not true. I'm buying cannabis stocks, but I'm not going to tell you guys which ones. Just some of the ones I really like, really, really low. But I don't want to encourage anyone to buy cannabis stocks because they've been a huge nightmare in 2019, and I don't want to see anybody lose money in 2020. I only want to really just focus on stocks that are winning, and I want to focus on the winners. And I feel like that's what's going to really help our community grow and flourish. And I want you guys to flourish. Yeah, I don't want to hope. As an investor, I don't want to hope. I'm done with hope, man. I want to invest in sure things. I like Labs and Balance. Those are two good companies. I agree with you there. Those are two good companies, and they're both profitable. They've got a profitable adjusted operating income. So they're two of the best. I agree with you there. Marty McFly can what? The one says, how are cannabis stocks going? I expect them to get pretty high, no pun intended. Yeah, I think the cannabis stocks have a chance to go very high, but, you know, they're not doing what we thought they would do. The game changed. Sometime, I would say probably about August of this year, of last year, 2019, the game changed and it became about profit. And at that point in time, nobody had profit. So thank you, Neurosis. I appreciate you, brother. Happy Glass says, I have done well on Galeen Gold GG. They are small, but they are actually producing. Thank you, guys. If you guys have any gold or oil picks, please share them with the community. That's what we're all about here. We're all about sharing information here at Rich TV Live. And sharing is caring, man. And as a community, if we help each other find trending picks, we can just multiply our winners and compound our winners. And the biggest mistake we made in 2019 is having this focus solely on cannabis stocks. It's not going to happen. It's not happening. Enbridge is a beast with many revenue streams and dividends. Thank you for your pick, Sheldon. Enbridge, eh? Yeah, that's a big name. It's a very big name. Infinite Possibility says, one pick you gave me that is fire is NWES, New Wave Esports. Yeah, I like New Wave Esports. You know, it's coming off a bottom. Ricker says, dig the new platform, Rich. Raytheon RTN. Thank you for your pick. I'll definitely take a look at it. RTN. Pen, I can write down some of these picks. Oil stocks should get, the one says oil stocks should get pretty good after the Iran stuff. Valor of the dollar gonna drop. Can't wait for silver prices to spike at 40 to 60 an ounce. Yeah, you know, I want to take advantage of these trends. Oil and gas, gold. Take advantage of trends up and down. If the US dollar goes down, we could be buying the GBP versus the US dollar. We could be buying the Canadian dollar versus the US dollar. We could be buying the Japan versus the US dollar. If the US dollar goes up, we could be buying the US dollar versus those other pairings on Forex. This is the beauty of trading Forex. I'm consistently learning and evolving as an investor, as a trader, and I believe it's going to make me better in every area of trading. And that area of trading that I'm learning about is affecting the ability for me to trade now on a day-to-day, because I already know before the market's open if the market's going to be red. I was telling my entire community last night, I was trading gold, it was flying, the US 30 was down, and I'm like, guys, the market's going to be red tomorrow. And here we are, the market's red. I predicted that in advance. Why? Because I'm in a trading academy now. I'm learning new tools, resources, strategies, mentalities, ways of thinking, so that I can become a better trader. And in becoming a better trader and learning a lot more and spending more time trading, like literally all day now, I'm developing a better understanding of the whole broader markets and all the financial instruments that exist in the marketplace, which allows me to take advantage of trends up and down, which means that the opportunity to make money is unlimited right now. My opportunity as an investor is unlimited because I can make money up, I can make money down, I can trade currencies, I can trade futures, I can trade options, I can trade equities, I can trade cannabis stocks, gold stocks, oil and gas stocks, tech stocks, I can trade Bitcoin, I can trade everything with the platform that I have right now. It's amazing. And the crazy part is, the funny is, I'm not really even trading Forex. I'm trading gold. So with the academy that I'm in, I have all kinds of different options to trade. I'm not really feeling the Forex because I don't have a feel for the market. Canadian dollar versus US dollar. There's so many variables. I can't figure it out. So I'm following the experts there. I've got a good feel about gold because gold right now just keeps going up. So I can literally just buy it, and every time it goes up, I'm making money. It's the easiest way to make money right now with the platform that I'm trading with my trading academy. It's nuts. And now that oil is going up, I'm just going to start riding oil. And when the market was melting up until yesterday or today, I was riding the US 30. And as soon as I heard that the US and Israel is invading Iran and taking out some big time bad guy apparently, I'm like, oh shit, the US 30 just dropped. It tanked. So world events are now affecting my investments, and that is going to affect how I educate our community and the information I'm going to give you guys and the picks I'm going to give you guys and the strategies and ideas I'm going to give you guys and how I'm thinking and how we can benefit and how we can make money. And because we are growing so globally on so many platforms every single day worldwide, I literally have people messaging me every day giving me picks. Every day now. Literally every day I get messages of guys giving me picks, and I have relationships with people, and I'm like, yeah, give me your picks. I'll do videos on them. I'll talk about them. Our community will get involved. This is what I envisioned. And man, it's bigger than what I ever thought. Like, we are actually bigger and more powerful than I ever thought in a very short period of time. In 3 years, we became like a powerful force where like I literally now know in real time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, everything that's happening in the markets. And if I look back 3 years ago, I wasn't trading gold. I wasn't trading Bitcoin. I wasn't trading a lot of the things, Forex. I wasn't trading a lot of things that I'm trading now. So I feel more comfortable trading the US 30 and trading gold. Those are the two things that I like to trade. And I'm going to start trading oil now that oil's hot. And I'm just going to ride trends. I'm excited about it because literally now I can make money from my phone, sitting on the beach anywhere in the world, and I can just ride trends up or down. I don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, something's going down, because I can make money on the way down now. I can make money on the way up, I can make money on the way down, and I can do this from anywhere in the world, and you guys can work with me from anywhere in the world and have your own trading academy. Have your own website, have your own trading academy, have mentors teaching you how to trade and giving you trades every single day. And I'll be honest with you, I've already become a better trader because of it. So for me, it was worth the investment. And I've already got over 10 people now in my trading team. So I'm trading for free. And very soon, once I get 6 more people, I'll be making $600 US a month for my team building. And I'll be making money with my trading academy. And I'm going to just be using that money to just keep feeding my account every month and just keep growing my accounts. So I'm just excited. I feel blessed to be where we are. It hasn't been easy. I've worked really, really hard to get where I am. We as a community have worked really, really hard to get where we are. There's been a lot of ups and downs. 2019 was great in a lot of ways, but it sucked for the cannabis stocks. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, cannabis stocks are great. No, they're not. I'm sorry. I know you might be in cannabis. You might be a cannabis enthusiast, but now is the time for us to really open up our eyes and see what the prize really is. You need to understand something. If you have $300 and you are going to invest it in one cannabis stock, why not just invest that $300 and buy one share of Apple? Now you're buying one of the most powerful companies in the world. Do you not have an iPhone? Do you not have an iPad? Do you not have a Mac, a laptop? Do you not have a Mac desktop? This is what I'm trying to say. Like companies like Netflix is the #1 stock of the decade. Why? Everybody watches Netflix. So pay attention to trends in 2020. Pay attention to trends in 2020. The trend is your friend. And follow the trend. And if the trend is that the cannabis stocks are going down, don't buy them waiting for a trend reversal. Ride momentum. One thing I've learned as a trader, and that's why Disney is one of my top picks for January 2020. But I also still like Netflix because Netflix is going after India, which I think is genius because India has Bollywood, which is actually bigger than Hollywood. Going after India is genius. Over 1 billion people, that's the market. That's the market. That's going to make Netflix explode. Disney is not going after India. Netflix is going after India. So I'm excited about Disney, but I'm also excited about Netflix. I think there's going to be a place for both. Disney is going to be very big for kids. I think adults and children will go towards Netflix. But I think as a community, we need to open up our eyes to what is out there. And if gold is the hot stock of the day, if oil and gas is the hot stock of the day, if it's tech, if it's cannabis, we're just going to be riding the momentum because I've learned with my trading academy, you should only do 80% of your trades should be momentum trades and only 20% of your trades should be trend reversals. If you're buying cannabis stocks right now, you're trying to buy a trend reversal because the entire sector's come down. So you're trying to buy a trend reversal. It's much harder to predict a trend reversal where all the pressure's down, down, down. There's a lot of pressure down, 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 including institutions, shorters, hedge funds, whales. The pressure's down because they're making money down. It's way harder to predict a trend reversal than it is to ride momentum. And this is what I've really learned from my trading academy by learning from other mentors. And my goal within the trading academy that I'm working with is to become one of the mentors so that I can be teaching and training other investors on how to buy cannabis stocks and how to buy tech stocks and how to buy gold stocks and how to buy Bitcoin because I'm trading those assets right now anyways. And they have 100,000 members in their academy worldwide in over 100 countries. So why not have them all watching Rich TV Live? So, I mean, I have goals, I have ideas, and I'm excited about building that business because that's another business. And I would love for you guys to join me and build that business with me and give yourself a chance to build your own trading academy because we're all in the trading game anyways. So why not have more tools on your belt that can make you money? It's a no-brainer. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. And I'm just excited about taking advantage of the momentum up and down and really diversifying as investors and getting involved in the whole world of investing. There's 15,000 stocks. There's only 400 cannabis stocks. So the cannabis sector is actually a very small part of the entire world of investing. And for us to really only put all of our eggs in one basket just in cannabis, when gold is flying, oil is flying, tech is flying, is silly. It's silly. So it's not going to happen anymore. We're going to be focusing where the momentum is, like Tesla. Told you guys Tesla was my #1 pick for January 2020. If you bought Tesla in 2020, you're up 7%. Hey, 7% in 2 trading days? Not bad. When you're buying a big board company that's changing the world, because last time I looked, there's Teslas all over the place. This is what I'm trying to say. Invest in companies that you see. Amazon. You think Amazon's not going to report huge revenues after Christmas when everybody was shopping on Amazon? This is the way we need to think as a community. RTN is defense and aerospace, guys. Guys, put RTN on your watch list. I like Kronos, but Kronos needs more revenue. Kronos has a ton of cash, but they need revenue and they need profitability. Yes, Afria is going to be reporting pretty soon. So hopefully that's going to kickstart a resurrection. Because we've been waiting for a resurrection for quite some time now. Are there any picks that are moving right now that anybody wants to talk about? Please let me know. Virgin Galactic Space, SPCE. Thank you for sharing your pick. Thank you, Sheldon. Kronos will buy out companies for pennies and become the leader. Yeah, that's a possibility when you have that much cash. Sean says, how long before Iran orders the proxies to bombard Israel with rockets? Yeah, you guys know I love EGLX, man. I love gaming. I love gaming stocks. Chris says, I hear Aurora is selling out their products, partner coming soon. Yeah, Aurora is doing very well. You hope Aurora, Kronos buys Believe. Fred says, does it look like the collapse will happen this year? No. There will be no collapse. There will be no recession. There will be no market crash. There will be corrections. There will be pullbacks. But in my opinion, the market will melt up in 2020, as you've already seen. It's been melting up all of 2019, and I believe it will continue to melt up in 2020. But I do believe we will have a crash in about 2021 or 2022. You know, everybody has an opinion, but just because they have an opinion doesn't mean that they're going to be able to determine or dictate what's going to happen on a global scale. I just think that the stock market's bigger than people understand. You know, Warren Buffett believes that the S&P 500 is going to go up. Why? He believes in America. He believes that America will continue to grow. So why does the S&P 500 keep going up? Because America continues to grow. If America shrinks, the S&P 500 will go down. Well, guess what? The S&P 500 never goes down. Why? Because America continues to grow. It's very simple economics. How is America not going to continue to grow? Now we're going to start implementing cannabis. That's going to be more revenue for America, more revenue for Canada, more revenues for all these countries. These countries will continue to grow. That's why the stock market will continue to go up. That's why companies like Berkshire Hathaway are trading at $300,000 a share. Because Warren Buffett had the philosophy that if he acquires revenue generating assets with shares, which he prints, and trust me, we're going to take our company public probably in about 2 years. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you guys how this works. Because some of you guys will be a part of it and you're going to get shares. And he'll go and use his shares to acquire assets to put on his balance sheet that are revenue generating assets. Brilliant. So the cash flow just keeps rolling into the company's balance sheet. The cash flow just keeps rolling into the company's balance sheet. Company's building this massive vault of cash, massive treasury of cash. Guess what? Stock skyrockets because they're making tons of money. Then what does he do? He says, you know what, guys? Historically, we've been paying a 20% dividend annually. Historically. So put your money with Berkshire Hathaway. And Berkshire Hathaway's got high net worth investors that are investing with Berkshire Hathaway, getting a 20% annual dividend every single year. Well, one share costs 300 grand. What's 20% on one share? You're making $60,000 a year on your $300,000 investment. So you buy one share of Berkshire Hathaway of 300 grand and you're making $60,000 a year just to hold your shares. That's a brilliant man. So everybody wants to know why Warren Buffett is so rich. There's your answer. There's your answer. He prints money with Berkshire Hathaway. And now his one share is worth $300,000 a share. And I'm going to share with you guys another story. In the stock market, you can leverage stocks that are on a senior exchange trading at $3 or higher. So when you're Warren Buffett and you own Berkshire Hathaway and you've got millions of shares and they're worth $300,000 a share, you can walk into the bank and you can leverage your securities, which means you never actually have to ever sell your stock. You leverage your stock and borrow against it. Now what happens is Warren Buffett walks in the bank and says, yeah, I'd like to leverage a million shares at 300,000 a share. The bank will give him 75% leverage on that money. Now, instead of selling the stock and having a tax event and having to pay capital gains, what he's doing is he's deferring his capital gains. And what he's doing is he's getting a loan against his security. He's not creating any dilution. He's not creating any selling. He's getting a loan against his security up to 75% loan to value ratio of the total amount that he wants. So let's just say he wants 300 million, which is pretty normal for Warren Buffett. Let's say he wants 300 million. He's going to need, 400 million worth of stock to get $300 million worth of collateral. He's leveraging his security. Now he's got $300 million and he can go and take that 300 million and say, hey, Goldman Sachs, you guys are in a desperate situation. This is what happened in the last crisis. He went to Goldman Sachs and said, hey guys, you guys are in a desperate situation. I'll lend you 500 million. And he did it at a massive discount to market when Goldman Sachs was already down. Since then, Goldman Sachs has gone up like hundreds of percent. So not only did he get a discount to the market price because he was giving them so much money, he's getting a massive discount to market price. He's also benefited from the upside of Goldman Sachs going up over the last 10 years. That's how the rich get richer. He's using his stock to make money. Now, the other thing you do is, let's say you want to pull out a bunch of money. The other advantage of doing it that way is you also don't pay tax. You do not pay tax on debt instruments. So if you go and borrow against your security, you don't pay any tax. You just pay the interest on your loan. This is why, people don't understand, man. Public companies, a lot of these CEOs don't even know what they're doing. Or maybe they're really too smart. Like the MedMan guys. The MedMan guys made 8.8 million. One of the guys made 8.8 million and everybody's angry. I'm like, why are you angry? I mean, he's smart. But I don't necessarily want to invest in that company right now because he obviously cares about himself. Does he care about the business? I don't know. The stock looks like shit. 8.8 million, I heard one of the CEOs pulled out of the market on MedMan. And this is what I'm talking about. Why am I going to go and invest in a sector where there's guys that only care about themselves and they don't care about us retail investors? Now, the same thing happened with Snapchat. Snapchat did an IPO, and I like Snapchat, by the way, and I think they're going to go high. Snapchat did an IPO. The CEOs pulled out a ton of money right at the IPO and at the very highest price. And a lot of people didn't like it. They pulled out over $1 billion. First money in, first money out. That's the way it works. First money in, first money out. They went in, they went out, they became billionaires. The stock went all the way from $25, went to $30 IPO day. I remember it was yesterday because I bought it. and then went all the way down to $5. Guess where Snapchat is now? It was at $5. Everybody said it was dead. Everybody said it was buried. Everybody said it was trash. Everybody said it was garbage. Where are they now? $16. Why? Because those same guys let it go all the way down, and they probably started buying it themselves. They're billionaires. Oh, let's just buy it ourselves at $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, telling all their rich billionaire friends, guys, buy Snapchat. It's cheap. It's cheap. It's cheap. It's cheap. People are using it. People like it. It's the next Facebook. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And guess what? Snapchat went up from $5 to $6 to $7 in 2019. $8, $9, $10, $11, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16. It's a game, man. It's a game. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Watch a stock, learn its trends, read its news, read its financials, know its business, know its management, know everything about that stock. Date the stock. That's how you win. Now my phone's blowing up. I'm assuming that INPX is flying. Is INPX flying right now, guys? Because I'm not in front of my computer right now. The stock market began in the 1600s. It's been around that long. It's been around for 500 years almost. It's crazy. 400 years? 420 years? My phone's blowing up, so I'm assuming it's either INPX or ONTX or RTTR. Are any of them flying right now? INPX is up 43%. Oh, man. So I gave that pick to my members yesterday when they were up 100%. They have gone up 240% since then. So an extra 140% after my alert. So they were up 100%. I gave the alert. They went up another 140% since that alert. Unbelievable. And this is what I'm talking about. Riding momentum, finding picks that can boost your profile, boost your portfolio, give a huge bounce and jump back into your trading account. This is what we need to do and work as a unit to find the winners so we can all win. I don't want to just sit here and talk about cannabis stocks. It makes no sense. We need to find winners and win and make money. That will be fun. Sit here, find winners, make money. That's fun. Sit here talking about CannTrust losing their license, talking about Aurora going to zero, talking about all this nonsense in the cannabis sector. It's just a waste of our time. It's a waste of our time and it's a waste of our money. We need to focus our energy on finding the winners, and it doesn't matter if it's cannabis or gold. I have no prejudice in 2020. I just want to win, and I want you to win. That's my only prejudice in 2020, is that I want you to win, and I want to win. So, guys, crazy news. Obviously, the U.S. And Israel taking credit for taking out a huge member of the military in Iran, and that has taken the market down. Despite the market melt up, the market has gone down due to the news. This is good for gold. Gold is going up. This is good for oil. Oil is going up. As a community, let's look for the oil and the gold stocks. Let's look for the trends. I gave you guys my number one pick, Tesla, for 2020, January. Tesla is up 7% since my pick 2 days ago. So for a big board stock, that's a pretty big move. And I believe Tesla right now is at all-time highs. So thank you guys for being here. Have yourselves a great weekend. Have yourselves a fabulous Friday. If you're not winning, you're not watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'm out. Peace. By the way, if you guys want to get the gear, go to richtvshop.com, get your gear. And if you guys would like to join the Trading Academy and start trading gold with your boy, start trading oil and gas, trade the NASDAQ 100, the US 30, Bitcoin, and start learning how to make money up and down on Facebook, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Tesla. I've got a link down below where you can join our Trading Academy. I believe we've got over 10 members now. We're growing really fast. We're in multiple countries. I'd love to have you guys join us and be able to trade with you guys and work with you guys closely so we can all win and win big. Thank you guys very much. Have a great weekend. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'm out. Peace.